My name is Architect Akhil Sharma and I am my practice in the name of Prayogshala Manifesto. Talking about the high-rise buildings and their structure audits, which is a very important thing and a critical thing in discussion these days because of the incident that happened in Turkey. We need to discuss about this, and I think every person, every layman should also have this knowledge so that they are also prepared and careful about what disasters can happen and how to manage and to check those. So basically structural audits are very important. The reason is it's just like we being living beings, we naturally are able to maintain ourselves and to keep ourselves healthy. We don't need to do any such audits or anything. It's just the minor things which we take care of. But for non-living things like high-rise buildings and the normal buildings as well, these audits are very essential to keep the building in best health and to do the necessary rectification or improvement whenever necessary. So these audits are very important, and how and why these are necessary, I'll brief you with that. A building on a high-rise building has a lifespan of about say about 50 to 100 years or maybe above that. We need to do regular structural audits to see if there is any problem being caused by the weather, like the monsoons coming, there are earthquakes. After the earthquake, if the building is fine or not, and we also have to prepare the building so that it can bear these effects, disasters like earthquake and other things. So we architects and structure designers, we design buildings to bear all the natural disasters and whatever natural say unforeseen thing can happen. But during the construction, the builder has to take care of this, and I would suggest also the audit needs to happen at the construction level as well while the building is being constructed, that whatever design has been given by the structure engineer should be followed by the builder. And after that is done, the building needs to be thoroughly audited every now and then so that the health of the building is maintained regularly. Basically, after the building is made, we check things which are on the outer level. If there are any problems related to steel that we can see from outside, if there are cracks, if there are some deviations which we see, those needs to be addressed right there and now. So there are quick repairs, there are immediate repairs which are required based on these structure audits. Basically, we get to know that building needs maintenance, and whatever those quick things needs to be done, that needs to be done at that moment only, so that the life of the building is maintained and it is in proper health. So these audits are very important, especially like during monsoon, before monsoon and after monsoon. We have say after every earthquake, every building, I suggest that every building after earthquake should be audited. This should not be neglected, and especially the builders who make the buildings right at the beginning, the design that has been given to them is being the building is being constructed according to that needs to be checked. And see, humans and material is something that can still be easily easily it can come back, but human life is something that we need to be very careful of. And in high-rise buildings where the number of people living is usually higher than the normal numbers in a normal living space, so we have to give this extra push, because in a high-rise building, if a calamity like the earthquake which recently happened in Turkey, people are not able to evacuate out of it, and they in that derby, they're not able to come out. So these kind of things, we need to be careful that the building, by the time people are living in that, it should have proper health. These structural audits are thus very essential, and we need to keep that in mind.